Besides using bounding boxes to transform objects, there are other tools which specifically help us to transform objects. In this video, we're going to discuss 3 additional tools. They are Rotate tool, Scale tool, and Free Transform tool. First is the Rotate tool. As the name implies, it is used for rotating objects. Select an object, then go to Rotate tool, and just click and drag to rotate the object. If you want more precision on how much degree you want, we can double-click on the Rotate tool icon or press Enter. Just like the Move panel we used before, we can control the rotation by inputting numerical values, which in our case here are angle value in degrees. You might be wondering, is that all this Rotate tool can do? The answer is no. There are several other things we can do with the Rotate tool. The main benefit of this tool is that we can specify where the pivot point of the rotation, so it doesn't have to be in the center of the object. For example, we want this object to rotate using this coordinate in here. To do that, after selecting the object which we want to rotate, click the Rotate tool, then click on that position. Notice this small light blue pointer in there. Now just drag your mouse on the screen. It doesn't have to touch the object. If you want to do it again at different position, just repeat the process. Click in here for example, drag again like so. Okay, now what if we want to rotate object using other object's center point? For example, we want this object to rotate but using this other object at the bottom as the center of the rotation. Before we can do that, there is one thing you need to do first. Go to View and make sure the Smart Guide is active. We mentioned about Smart Guide before. We'll cover Smart Guide more in depth at later video inshallah. For now, just know that Smart Guide will help us snap to objects, okay? Now, select the object, select Rotate tool, then move and hover our mouse on top of the bottom object until we see the word Center. Then click in here. By doing this, the pivot point of this object are now in the center of this object. After that, we start rotating the object. One of the coolest thing you can do with Rotate tool is to create circular pattern. This can be done using the Alt modifier key to duplicate, custom pivot point, type in angle value and Ctrl D to repeat the transformation. Wow, that's a lot of things in one process. Okay, first, create object to be cloned. Then the object that will be the center. Click to select the object. Make sure this is the one that is being selected. Then click on the Rotate tool. Now before click in here to set the pivot point, make sure you click and hold Alt key first, then click at the center of the object. Instead of rotate manually, we actually have this option opens up. Let's say we want 7 of these things cloned evenly in circular fashion. Now let's make Illustrator do the math for us. Type in 360 divided by 7, then click the copy button in here, not the OK button. Now we have 2 of them. Press Ctrl D several times, and as we can see, they are all evenly spaced. Now the Scale tool. We can find it in here. It works just like the Rotate in terms of concept. We can specify custom pivot point for the center of the scale by clicking anywhere, then do the scaling. We can also double-click on the icon to access the numerical input fields. Uniform in here means that the scaling will happen uniformly, horizontal and vertical, so the object will retain its proportion. The second option available if we want to stretch or squash the object. There are also options down here whether we want to scale the corner. This option is important if we have rounded corners. The option in here is where we determine whether scaling will affect stroke size or not. And the 2 options down here will determine whether scaling affect object only or pattern only or both. So basically, if you don't have any pattern in the object, these options are turned off by default. We're going to discuss patterns in later videos inshallah. Okay, the next transformation tool we're going to cover is the Free Transform tool. Using this tool is almost using the default bounding box in Selection tool, but with several additional options floating in here. Clicking this button will make the scaling always proportion. If we click again, the option will be turned off. Now when we scale, we can get non-proportion result. This option for me is one of those redundant things in Adobe Illustrator because you can just press Shift to do proportional scaling. One feature that might be useful when working with the free transform tool is the shearing feature. Basically, you can grab this middle handle and just drag it sideways. As you can see, it will shear the object freely. Now, if you want to shear object with more precision, there is a dedicated tool for the shearing which is located at the scaling tool drop-down list in here. But mostly the concept and the workflow are the same, so I will leave this for you to explore yourself. The last two options are about distorting objects, so we're going to cover this in the next video, inshallah.